Hello, my name is Mr. Simmons and I look after geography here at the Coleshill School. Today I'm going to be giving you a virtual presentation on A-level geography, giving you insights into why it's so important, where the subject can take you, and also what we'll be studying if you take A-level geography in sixth form. Geography is one of the most popular option choices at A-level, with over 40,000 pupils taking the subject. It's not only up to date and relevant, it's one of the most exciting, adventurous and valuable subjects to study at A-level. So important in fact that the Guardian newspaper named geography as a must-have at A-level. This is to help you make sense of the world, the places that you can visit, and more importantly, the impact that you as humans have on the places that we live in. Geography marries together the world of hard scientific fact and processes with human interaction and reaction through skillful application. That is its strength. We don't study for the sake of it, we problem solve. We don't learn skills to sit in a room and stare at them, we go out and fix issues. So, what makes geography, along with psychology, graduates the most employable? It is a vast array of skills that you will hone and develop during your geography A-level, from debates and problem solving, that really sets this subject apart. There is plenty of room for discussion and extended research, which will help you become an independent thinker and learner. By the time you get to your exams, you'll be able to show your understanding of a range of opinions and be able to illustrate your answers and case studies from local, national and international examples. You will learn in a variety of ways using maps, computer skills, data analysis, photos, videos and podcasts, as well as many more. We also give the opportunity to attend lectures at universities. Last year, we attended lectures by the world's leading volcanologists in Nottingham. You'll be encouraged to frame your own questions using higher level thinking skills and show your grasp of complex issues through report and essay writing. As we've already mentioned, geography is great for job prospects. Just look at these figures here. Geography itself is the best subject for employment post-graduation, with more than 95% of students gaining a job within 6 months of graduation. A major reason why I'm super passionate about students studying geography is the changing world that we live in. As you I'm sure will all know, that there is more and more issues around the world in regards to climate change and global warming and the impact that is going to have on us. That means that many of the jobs that you guys will go into are going to require skills that geography gives you. For example, the World Economic Forum on the slide in front of you says the top 10 skills needed for 2020 for students to have revolves around complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, and all of those things are key aspects of A-level geography. For example, for complex problem solving, this is at the heart of geography as we look at problems and solutions. Critical thinking, is Donald Trump right to ignore the evidence that allows CO2 emissions? And as I type this, is still debating the presidency or whether or not he's going to remove America from the Paris Climate Change Agreement. Number 7, judgment and decision making. Should HS2 go ahead and the impacts that has on the local area here around Coleshill? All of this change in the world gives this fascinating stat, and that is 65% of current school pupils, and that ultimately is you, will work in a job that doesn't exist today. What are those top emerging jobs? Well, the number one is environmental sciences. And the future prosperity of our country depends on students like you guys understanding those environmental issues, and that is going to be the most in-demand skill and employment to have. And that is why ultimately geography is the most important subject to have at A-level, ready for your future careers. It is also really important to understand that geography opens those doors as a facilitating subject. Along with other subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, maths and further maths, English, history and languages, geography is a facilitating subject, and this gives you a far wider range of options open to you when you or if you go to university. An A-level qualification in any facilitating subject will open up a number of key degree courses for you, and that is really important to bear in mind. So we've looked at why the subject is important. Now I'm going to discuss what you'll be studying if you take geography as an A-level. Your A-level geography course will cover both the human and physical environments and the complex interaction of processes that shape our world. It will also, really importantly, show the applied side of the subject, how human intervention affects the environment and how people adapt and mitigate the effects of these processes on their environment. Our first topic in Year 12 will be the challenge of natural hazards. You'll learn about earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, how they're caused, the effect on people, and how people should respond to those. Also, we will look at, for the first time, at wildfires and why climate change is fueling their growth. For example, in California and Australia, those massive wildfires that you might have heard of on the news. Global systems and governance is all about the social and political changes that happen in our world. Things like geopolitics, Brexit, Trump's relationship with China and Mexico. Interestingly, even as I speak, the US elections are happening, the outcome of which will mean very different lessons at A-level, dependent on the winner. We also look at the world's global commons, which are shared resources. Our major place study is Antarctica, where we investigate human impact on its vast wilderness and whether we have been successful in protecting it for future generations. In urban issues, we look at migration into the world's major megacities such as Mumbai and why this happens and why people are wanting to live there. A totally new topic you'll study at A-level is changing places. This is all about how places have changed over time. So for example, we look at a city of contrasts, Mumbai. Mumbai is the 12th richest city in the world. It has more billionaires living there than any other city in the world. Yet at the same time, it has Asia's largest slum Dharavi, with over 1 million people living in abject poverty. We also look at two major cities, Birmingham and Detroit, our home city and a major city in the US. Both cities were over-reliant on the car industry, yet one has gone through a period of resurgence, and that is Birmingham. You'll know that in the city centre by looking at things like the new library, the Bullring, whereas Detroit has gone through a period of decline, going from the USA's richest city in 1960 to now its poorest. Another physical topic that we'll do is water and carbon. And in this module, we'll really look at what are the impacts of climate change. For example, what if all the world's rainforests were cut down? The lungs of the world, what's that impact going to be? How are humans impacted upon the water cycle? Burning of fossil fuels, what's that happening to our atmosphere and the impact that that had or potentially might have on climate change? In Year 12, you'll also look at coasts. That will build on your knowledge from GCSE, where we look at how to protect our coastlines and ask questions like, what if all of our cliffs collapsed? We don't just look at coastlines in the UK though, we'll look all around the world, in particular in India, and how coasts are used for industry and the impact that they have on our lives. One of my favourite modules is the changing global world. And this is really, really important with what's happening in the world at the moment with the rise of globalization. Is the world actually becoming a smaller place metaphorically with the inventions of technology, mobile phones, internet, social media, etc.? We look at all those in far more detail. We look at TNCs such as iPhones and how they're manufactured and who benefits from those manufacturers. We look at Coke and the impact that they have, as well as Nike and the sweatshops in Far East Asia. As part of A-level geography, we will also undertake geography fieldwork. Here at the Coleshill School, we take you on a 4-day field trip to the Dorset coast to teach you all the skills required for your independent projects. These independent projects are worth 20% of your overall A-level course. At the end of the course, you will take 2 exams, one for physical geography and one for human geography. They are both 2.5-hour exams and will make up 80% of your A-level grade. The other 20% comes from your non-examined assessment, or NEA for short, which essentially is an independent project that can be a topic of your choosing that relates to the specification. Finally, I'm going to leave you with some quotes about why students that are currently in our sixth form have taken geography and why they find it so interesting. To finish, if you do have any further questions, do get in touch with me through the school's website. Again, I'm Mr. Simmons and I look after geography here at Coleshill School. I hope you found all the information relevant in this PowerPoint. I wish you the best of luck in whatever options you choose to pick.
I love my time in geography. Learning it has given me an insight into the world, and all the teachers there have had my back the entire time.
As a Year 13 taking A-level geography, I can definitely say it has developed my understanding of the world around me, especially regarding relevant topics such as the ongoing pandemic, as well as things such as the US election. It's the most interesting course I take at A-level and 100% recommend it.